Do you guys see this? Apparently Elon Musk has been forced to halt Cybertruck deliveries because parts keep falling off.
I mean, look, in terms of imagination.
It's never good when your $80,000 car sheds.
The average cost of a dozen eggs has now gone down.
The price drop couldn't have come at a better time. Elon was dangerously close to dyeing Jeff Bezos' head and hiding him in the backyard.
Elon Musk has taken another public blow, this time not from an online troll, but from Jimmy Fallon on live TV. Fallon went for the jugular, slinging non-stop jokes about the Cybertruck and razor-sharp punchlines that could probably cut through Tesla's stainless steel shell, which, let's be honest, seems to be falling off on its own anyway. So what exactly did Fallon say that got Musk so fired up? And is this just a small hiccup for Tesla, or the first sign of a much bigger problem for Musk's empire? Let's break down how Elon Musk lost his cool after getting roasted by Jimmy Fallon on national television.
Do you guys see this? Apparently Elon Musk has been forced to halt Cybertruck deliveries because parts keep falling off. It's never good when your $80,000 car sheds.
That's Jimmy Fallon's take on Tesla's Cybertruck from The Tonight Show, and frankly, he's got a point. As of now, the much anticipated futuristic electric pickup is doing the one thing no vehicle should ever do, losing parts while on the road. Yes, you heard that right. Several Cybertruck owners have reported pieces of their vehicles literally flying off in transit. One owner noted that the metal strip above the driver's door wasn't properly secured and flew off at highway speeds. Someone else lost a chunk of roof trim, and here's the kicker. These parts aren't bolted on, they're glued. Let that sink in. A truck hyped as an invincible, sci-fi style behemoth is essentially stuck together with adhesives. That's not exactly comforting, especially when the price is inching toward the $80,000 mark. This all came to light when Tesla abruptly halted Cybertruck deliveries. Whenever a big automaker halts distribution of a brand new model, people take notice. It turns out Tesla issued a containment hold on every Cybertruck for the exact issue Fallon cracked jokes about. Parts falling off. So if you're wondering why your Cybertruck isn't in your driveway yet, this is the reason. But here's the bigger concern. It goes beyond the aesthetics. Imagine a piece of stainless steel popping off a moving truck on the freeway. That's more than a minor annoyance. It's a serious hazard. Sure, Tesla fans might say they'll patch it up, but these are real build quality issues. When you shell out for a vehicle, especially one that's been hyped to the max, the last thing on your mind should be whether it's going to shed parts mid-commute. Now, Tesla's official stance is that they recognize the problem and are working on a fix, but this isn't Tesla's first quality control rodeo. Think back to the early Model 3s, where some owners wound up with misaligned panels and gaps you could practically stick a hand through, or the Model Y, which had complaints about leaks and seats that weren't installed correctly. It's a recurring pattern, and the Cybertruck is simply the latest and costliest addition. Why does it keep happening? Tesla loves to push boundaries, but at times that means quality takes a hit. The Cybertruck's body uses cold-rolled stainless steel, which is notoriously difficult to shape. Unlike standard car bodies that allow some flexibility, this steel is rigid and tough to manipulate. That's why Tesla resorted to adhesives in certain areas instead of traditional fasteners. And as we're seeing, that isn't going so well. Naturally, the internet is going wild over it, but underneath the memes, it's a serious matter that could affect Tesla's reputation, especially given their ongoing production bottlenecks and rising competition from Ford, GM, and Rivian, who all have their own electric trucks. What's next? Tesla is scrambling to correct these flaws before more Cybertrucks roll out. But if this fiasco teaches us anything, it's that even the most futuristic car must adhere to basic engineering principles. And let's be real, a truck that loses pieces like a bad toupee does not scream innovative leader. So did Jimmy Fallon perfectly capture Musk's frustration? And how do egg prices tie into Tesla's falling public image? Let's find out.
Well, here's some good news. I read that so far this month, the price of eggs has rapidly fallen. Yes. Or as everyone who just bought a bunch of backyard chickens put it, fan-effing-tastic.
Recently, late-night host Jimmy Fallon delivered a joke that got the crowd roaring, cleverly linking the drop in egg prices to the ongoing rivalry between tech titans Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. But what's the story behind this quip, and why did it strike such a chord with viewers?
The price drop couldn't have come at a better time. Elon was dangerously close to dyeing Jeff Bezos' head and hiding him in the backyard. He was close. He was dangerously close to I'll tell you why, it was just nick of time. It was dangerously close. Elon was gonna dye Jeff Bezos' head.
Egg prices have been a roller coaster lately. Not long ago, people were shelling out way more than usual for a dozen eggs, prompting many to consider or fully commit to backyard chicken farming as a thrifty alternative. The logic was straightforward. Why continue to overspend on eggs when you can produce them yourself? But then, market conditions shifted and egg prices came tumbling down, leaving these new chicken owners in a predicament. Fallon's joke about second-guessing that decision perfectly captures the irony of the situation.
Dangerously close. Elon was gonna dye Jeff Bezos' head.
Right.
And hide him in the backyard.
Like an Easter egg.
That's correct.
That's crazy.
Now I get it.
Adding Musk and Bezos to the mix gives the joke an extra punch. These two aren't just famous for their immense wealth, they're also neck and neck in the space race, with Musk running SpaceX and Bezos backing Blue Origin. Their competition has made plenty of headlines as each tries to outdo the other in the fight for cosmic dominance. Fallon's joke kicked things up a notch, suggesting Musk was about to dye Bezos' head and stash him in the backyard, turning his top rival into a literal Easter egg just waiting to be discovered. It's a ridiculous yet hilarious image picturing two of the planet's wealthiest individuals involved in a backyard hunt worthy of a kid's party. The humor also plays on people's perceptions of Musk and Bezos. Musk often comes off as the mischievous showman, posting outrageous tweets and making waves with every move, while Bezos usually keeps a lower profile, focusing on business expansions and philanthropic efforts. So the idea of Musk orchestrating an Easter prank on Bezos fits perfectly with their public personas, making it even funnier to those in the know. Fallon's knack for blending current events with celebrity personalities shines through here, showing his skill in delivering jokes that hit home by tying the recent swings in egg prices, a day-to-day concern for average shoppers, to the notorious showdown between Musk and Bezos. He crafts humor that resonates on multiple levels. It's this blend of the familiar and the fantastical that keeps late-night monologues so engaging. Beyond the laugh, the joke also spotlights the rising trend of backyard chicken farming. As more people become conscious of their food sources and seek sustainable ways of living, keeping chickens at home has taken off. Yet, like so many trends, it carries the risk of market shifts, like spending time and money on your own coop only for egg prices to drop soon after. Fallon's punchline captures this perfectly, reminding us that even the most practical plans can be derailed by forces beyond our control. Ultimately, Fallon's joke is a snapshot of modern comedy at its best. It ties a real economic fluctuation to the ongoing drama between two of tech's biggest figures and delivers it in a way that's both off the wall and completely relatable. By doing so, it not only makes audiences laugh, but also offers a playful commentary on how unpredictable trends and high-profile rivalries can collide. So the next time egg prices soar or plummet, or Musk and Bezos make waves in the headlines, we'll all have Fallon's punchline in mind, proving that even the daily grind can intersect with the billionaire space race in the most unexpected ways.
Of course, no one has caused more chaos than Elon Musk's Doge and his geek Gestapo. In only... that is the sound of Tesla sales plummeting.
I'm not buying another Tesla, ever. He can be the richest man in the world, but I'm not going to help contribute to that.
How are you running your other businesses?
With great difficulty.
Millions of young people cannot stand Elon Musk, and those are just his kids.
Is Elon Musk losing his grip or simply his cool? Recently, he's been under fire. Government layoffs, bizarre online tirades, and a surprising shift among his once loyal fan base. And now Stephen Colbert has entered the picture, making the situation even more volatile by mocking Musk on national TV. Colbert didn't mince words, calling out everything from Musk's political entanglements to his growing list of offspring. Let's just say, Musk didn't take it well. Let's explore how it all blew up and Stephen Colbert just insulted Elon Musk, and Elon lost it.
Of course, no one has caused more chaos than Elon Musk's Doge and his geek Gestapo. In only... that is the sound of Tesla sales plummeting.
Elon Musk is all about breaking norms. That's his modus operandi. Tear down systems, rewrite the rules, and somehow convince everyone it's pure genius. And for a time, that approach worked. He made electric cars hip, launched rockets into space, and turned Twitter into its current odd state. But now, his innovations look a lot like mass layoffs, political maneuvering, and an ailing Tesla. As Stephen Colbert pointed out, Musk's latest move is the biggest source of chaos right now. No, it's not the Doge meme coin or a new government streamlining department. It's about slashing government spending. The result? Tens of thousands of Americans suddenly without jobs. This all traces back to a Trump executive order empowering Doge to cut federal jobs. Musk ran with it, hard. The CDC let go of so many employees, they had to send apology emails asking 180 of them to come back. Imagine waking up jobless only to receive a "we messed up, please return" message weeks later. That's why Musk got booed on Colbert's show. Meanwhile, the Department of Veterans Affairs, which had just hit record service levels, is also losing staff. Doge is moving so fast that some agencies aren't even sure who's in charge anymore. Here's the big twist. While Musk demands the government become more efficient, his own companies collect billions in federal money. SpaceX alone has amassed over $17 billion in contracts, and Tesla thrived off subsidies that launched it to EV dominance. Even X, Musk's social media lab experiment, is tied to the government through digital infrastructure contracts. But if cutting government costs is really the priority, why aren't his companies the first to forfeit federal funds? Why are dedicated public servants suddenly jobless, while Musk continues to benefit from the very tax dollars he claims to be saving? That's the real meaning of efficiency here. Musk is making sure Doge primarily benefits his own empire. And about that empire, Tesla is in serious trouble. The numbers don't lie. Sales have plunged in China, Germany, and across Europe. In some places, Tesla's market share has fallen by over 70% in just a year. Meanwhile, a major Chinese rival is enjoying record sales while Tesla struggles. Starlink often gets overlooked, but it's supposed to deliver low-latency, high-speed internet. This isn't just a rocky quarter, it's a massive hit to Musk's image. For years, he was Tesla's main selling point. His reputation alone made people see the company as cutting edge. Now, his image is turning into Tesla's biggest liability. Those who once viewed Tesla as a progressive, eco-friendly choice are distancing themselves due to Musk's politics, his demeanor, and his growing involvement in Washington. They're walking away, and competitors are jumping at the opportunity. But Tesla isn't the only one feeling the heat. As Musk expands his influence beyond tech and into politics, is he actually alienating the very audience that turned him into a cultural icon? With an expanding roster of enemies, even inside his own circle, has his reputation been hit so hard that even he can't fully recover? Let's dig a bit deeper. Elon Musk has always been a controversial figure. For years, he was the visionary billionaire, the man with grand ideas, the mastermind who sent a car into space just because he could. But recently, his public image has been taking one blow after another.
Turns out, randomly firing a lot of Americans isn't that popular with a lot of Americans. One new poll found that 58% oppose laying off large numbers of government workers, and a different poll of 18 to 34-year-olds found that 71% disapprove of Doge.
Musk's approval ratings have fallen off a cliff. A national survey shows 58% of Americans disapprove of his aggressive government layoffs. More telling, though, is how fast he's losing younger supporters. One poll found that 71% of people aged 18 to 34 reject Doge. This was once the core demographic that saw Musk as a trailblazer, disrupting industries, making electric vehicles cool, and dreaming of Mars. Now, they're fed up, and it's not hard to see why. Musk has morphed from the quirky billionaire pushing boundaries to a political figure who's ostracizing those who once admired him. The widespread public sector firings, erratic Twitter posts, and close ties with global power brokers paint him more as a cold-hearted CEO slashing jobs for profit than an inspired tech visionary. Even Trump's approval has dipped slightly because of Doge backlash, but Musk's took an even bigger hit. One poll shows that while Trump holds on to a loyal base, Musk's disapproval ratings among younger voters are skyrocketing. His favorability is in free fall, and even many Republicans, normally all for cutting government spending, are uneasy with the level of power he's wielding. That's why Colbert's punchline struck such a chord. He pointed out that millions of younger Americans have grown to despise Elon Musk, then immediately followed it with,
Yes, millions of young people cannot stand Elon Musk, and those are just his kids.
The crowd erupted in laughter, but there was a serious undertone. Musk's personal life is increasingly turning into a public circus, compounding his reputation issues. At 53, Musk is the father of 14 children. That number alone is surprising, but the intricate family web is even more so. His daughter, Vivian Wilson, publicly distanced herself from him in 2022, legally changing her name and openly stating she wants no connection with her biological father. Recently, she's called him pathetic on social media, accusing him of being largely absent. And it's not just her. His own father, Elon Musk, has criticized his parenting, saying he's neglectful. On top of that, Musk's personal relationships have repeatedly made headlines, including multiple high-profile splits, one of which was with Grimes, the mother of 3 of his children. For any public figure, personal chaos can be damaging. For Musk, it's like throwing gasoline on an already burning fire. The man who once seemed larger than life, almost invincible in his brilliance, is increasingly showing very real human flaws, and the cracks in his empire are beginning to show.